All right, let's just get right into it. Everyone is obsessed with scale. It's the buzzword, right? It's the thing we're all told to chase from the moment we start a business. But what if that chase, what if it's leading us right off a cliff? Today, we're going to break down why that relentless pursuit of growth might be the very thing that's killing your business.
I mean, it all starts with this, doesn't it? This desire for more revenue.
And, with more revenue, of course, you want more customers.
We tell ourselves this story, that if we just get more money and more customers, we'll finally get the thing we're really after, the dream, more freedom.
And it all adds up to this one word, more growth. This is the mantra. But we get so focused on more, we completely forget to ask the most important question of all.
And boom, there it is. That's the gut punch. Is the thing you're trying to scale even ready for it? Because pouring gasoline on a fire doesn't just make it bigger. Sometimes it makes the explosion way more destructive.
And this brings us right to the heart of the problem, the scaling trap. See, we think growth is going to solve all our issues, our cash flow, our messy processes, our team struggles. But the hard truth is, if your foundation has cracks in it, the weight of growth won't fix them. It will shatter the entire thing. Growth doesn't hide your weaknesses. It exposes them for everyone to see.
So why do we keep falling for this? Well, it's because we've all bought into a really dangerous myth. This idea that real success is some kind of overnight explosion. We think if we just find the right tactic, hop on the right trend, or have that one viral moment, everything will just click into place. But that's not how businesses that last are built. Not at all. Okay, look at this, because this really nails it. On one side, you have improvisation. It feels great, right? It's creative, it's exciting, we feel like artists, but it's totally reactive. On the other side, you have structure. And yeah, it can feel kind of boring, repetitive, almost industrial. But think about it. A great factory relies on a repeatable process, not on a stroke of genius every morning. It's about clear inputs, clear steps, and a predictable output. Improvisation might get you off the ground, but structure is what actually builds wealth that lasts.
So, let me ask you, straight up. Think about your own business right now. Do you have a predictable, repeatable way to get customers? Is your sales process structured? Is your delivery system consistent? Or are you just kind of winging it every single day? Because if you're improvising, you're not building a business. You're just building a job for yourself. And you can't scale that.
Okay, so if blindly chasing scale is the trap, how do we get out? Well, it comes down to mastering 3 absolutely fundamental pillars. And these aren't flashy growth hacks. This is the bedrock. This is what makes a business truly durable.
Pillar number 1 is margin. Seriously, just think of your profit margin as oxygen. You can survive without a lot of things, but you can't survive for even a minute without air. When your margins are too thin, growth literally suffocates you. Every new customer costs you more than they bring in, and suddenly you're working twice as hard just to drown slower.
And this is exactly what that oxygen buys you. It's not just about more money in the bank, it's about freedom. It's the room to actually hire the help you need, to experiment with a new idea without betting the entire company, to survive a bad quarter, and maybe most importantly, to stop stressing about this week's payroll and start thinking about next year's vision. Without margin, you're just trapped.
So, once you've got that oxygen, you need a way to make sure it keeps flowing. And that brings us to pillar number 2, recurring revenue. Let's be honest, starting from zero every single month is not a business model, it's a recipe for burnout. Recurring revenue, whether it's through subscriptions or retainers or whatever, it's the foundation. It's what gives you predictability and lets you finally get out of that reactive survival mode.
And look, this isn't just a pricing tactic. This is a complete shift in philosophy. It's you declaring that you are here to build a long-term relationship, not just a process of one-time transaction. You're committed to delivering value again and again, and in return, your customers are committed to you. That is a fortress.
Which brings us, finally, to the 3rd pillar, scale itself. But you have to notice the order here. Scale comes last. And why is that? Because scale is just a multiplier. It's an amplifier. And the thing about amplifiers is they make everything louder, the good sounds and the bad ones. You can't multiply chaos and somehow expect to get order on the other side.
So before you even think about hitting the gas pedal, you have got to be able to answer yes to every single one of these questions. What exactly are you trying to repeat? If your process for getting and keeping a customer isn't measurable, documented, optimized, and already profitable at a small scale, then trying to grow isn't a strategy. It's just gambling with more zeros.
Now there's this phase, it's stuck between the early excitement of a startup and the stability of a real business, and almost nobody talks about it. It's not glamorous. It's called the messy middle, and it is where most entrepreneurs quit.
This is that point where you've proven the idea works, but nothing feels easy. Revenue is a roller coaster, your processes are clunky, and you feel completely exhausted. And the biggest temptation here is to chase a new, shiny, exciting idea. But the real work isn't reinvention, it's refinement.
See, success in the messy middle looks like this. It looks boring. It's about tiny incremental gains. A 2% bump in conversions here, a 5% improvement in retention there. Your ego hates this kind of work. It wants a breakthrough. But it's these little micro-optimizations done over and over that actually compound into massive, sustainable success.
So getting through that messy middle, it really requires a huge shift in your mindset. You have to learn to fall in love with the process. You have to find the beauty in the quote-unquote boring work of just getting a little bit better every single day.
This right here is the uncomfortable truth. The people who win in the long run aren't the ones chasing every new shiny object. They're the ones who are obsessed with execution. They master the fundamentals. They run the same plays again and again and again, getting just a little bit better each time. Your creativity might build the prototype, but it's your disciplined execution that builds the empire.
So I want to challenge you to change the main question you ask yourself every day. Stop asking, how do I grow faster? Instead, start asking, what can I repeat better? Your growth issue isn't a volume problem, it's a structure problem. Fix the system, and the growth will follow.
And this is what it all comes down to. This is what a business that lasts actually needs. Not more hacks, not another funnel. It needs these 5 things: clear margin, recurring stability, repeatable systems, ruthless consistency, and long-term patience. When you have these things in place, growth stops being something you have to force. It just becomes the natural outcome of a strong, healthy business.
So let's end with this. Stop trying to create an explosion. Start engineering a machine. Because engineered success is predictable, it's sustainable, and most importantly, it lasts.